He said, when you ask someone to worship, can they really help you? Meaning, can your society help you? Can your friend help you when you are in need? And when we're talking about help, we're talking about giving life, giving oxygen. These are the things no one give it to us. So what we believe as a Muslim, that this is from Allah, because Allah created everything and that He provides sustenance for us. So therefore Allah is keep telling human being, what happened to you? Why don't you worship me? Meaning, where is the gratitude for the things that you are receiving? So this is the simplest message, because Allah saying this world is not the end here. The end will be in the day of judgment, where Allah will make us accountable on the day of judgment based on how the information came to us. So if the information came to you in a way that you understood, you comprehend, you didn't have anything to reject, but you reject, then the suffering and the punishment will be in the hellfire, right?
I upset my friend.
Yeah, what happened? What did he do?
I'm just being nasty. I don't, because it's not really in my nature, you know.
Yeah.
Good person.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so would you say that will you accept Islam if things make sense to you?
yeah, people will come to me and say, would I change my religion? I said, I don't know.
No, we need to, like, for example, if, let's say, if I give you 100 evidence, and if you still say, oh, I don't like to change my religion, then no one can force you or no one can change your belief. But in order to accept a truth, we must be rational, and we must be in a position that I should accept the truth when it comes to me. That's why I asked this question, because sometimes we give evidences to many, but they still reject it. But if you have that intention, first intention, now, if the truth received to me and I acknowledged it, and I can see this is truth, then my question to you, would you deny the truth or would you accept the truth?
No, I would accept it.
Right. So in that case, there is only one God. Do you accept that truth? Do you accept that God sent prophets? Do you accept that we should not worship prophets?
In some ways, yes.
When you say somewhere no, what do you mean?
They're all real.
We have their testimonies, we have books written on them, we have historical records, we have so many directions we can find and trace them. They are genuinely existed, and then they preach the message. My question to you, sister, is when we look at those messengers, should we worship them or should we worship God? Which one makes sense to you?
Well, God.
God, right. Yeah, this is the natural understanding. That's why I'm asking this fundamental question, because this fundamental understanding already ingrained with us, meaning it's already instilled with us. It's like a built-in software, right? Just like, our hand comes with us, right? We don't have to add it, right? But we add our clothing,
it's true.
right? So in that case, your belief is already a Muslim belief, because you believe God should be the one who should be worshipped. And secondly, we don't worship messenger. That means we will be worshipping God alone. So in that essence, your primary foundation of belief is a Muslim belief. Yes. How do you feel about that? Now take a moment and think. Take a moment and think. Your belief is a Muslim belief. If someone believes in there is only one God, and we do not worship the messenger, but the worship God alone, that is called Muslim belief.
Well, all the prayers that you do, if I'm converted or whatever it is, I think I would have problems with praying, because I don't understand
So whenever we don't understand anything, we seek assistance so that we can understand. Imagine you go to Sainsbury.
Yeah.
You want to buy a hair cutting machine, but you realize there is not enough information there.
Yeah, yeah.
Who would you go to?
I go to the assistant that would work
Right?
there, yeah.
And then they will provide you the information.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to choose whether you can buy it or not.
Yeah.
The same way, when you accept a religion, you go to the source where you can get help.
Yeah.
So we have Quran and we have Hadith, where it's not difficult that how should we pray is very simple.
Yeah.
So all of the things step by step mentioned. Now, if you say I have difficulties, God will not punish someone beyond his capacity.
Yeah.
As long God sees that you are making the intention and acting upon it.
Yeah.
And if you ask God to forgive me that I cannot make it perfection, Allah will forgive you. But the question is, God wanted us to see whether we are doing the process correct. The end result, we should not look for the end result. We should look at the process. God tell us to worship, we should worship. So, if you have this difficulty, if you have this thought process in your mind, don't worry about it. Because Allah said, I make the religion easy. Because like in the mosque, or even in the home, if you cannot stand up praying, you can sit down and pray. If you cannot sit down, you can lie down and pray. Can you imagine how flexible it is? So Allah did not make it burden for any of us. It based on the capacity and the need. Now imagine, now I'm a fully grown man. My organs are functioning properly. Now if I say, now I'm going to lie down and pray, that's an excuse, right? But someone like you, if you say, now I want you to sit down, Allah said, this is for you, because He knows that you can't stand alone and you have a stick in your hand, you need a support. So Allah made it easy for you. So look, my sister, you know that Allah exists and Allah should be worshipped, and you know God sent prophets so that we can know how to worship God, and you know that all of the things you need to do is easy for you. Then what's stopping you to become a Muslim?
I don't know.
Would you want to become a Muslim?
Huh?
Do you want to become a Muslim?
When the moment is right, I believe. When I feel it's right inside of me. Yeah.
So it's not about information anymore, it's about the feeling, right?
Yeah.
So you convinced with the information, correct?
Huh?
Are you convinced about the Islamic information?
Yeah, what
Fine.
people, because my friend talks to me and she done Ramadan, but because she's disabled and she's been sick
Yeah.
and that, she couldn't do all of it, if you understand what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah,
So even someone can fast, he or she can give fidya, which means give money to someone who is fasting and have, support the other person who is fasting. So, sister, things are easy in Islam. It has an alternative choices for all of us.
Yeah.
So, like I
You're
said,
here tomorrow.
no, we are here every Saturday.
So I'll pass by next week.
Yeah. What I was going to say to you, sister, you do not need any information, to be honest, for now, to becoming a Muslim. Of course you can learn, of course. Learning has no end.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm saying, in order to be a Muslim, you already have it. All you need is that connection you are waiting for. But if you do not seek the connection, you don't get the connection. Do you see my point?
Yeah.
So, it's like I take a step, God take a step.
Yeah.
Yeah? Right. So, in order to accept it, or in order to get this, get the Islamic message in our heart, we need to seek that guidance. And that's why, as a Muslim, even as a Muslim, we say 17 times a day, Ihdina Surat al-Mustaqim. Oh God, guide us to the straight path.
Yeah.
So, what I was going to say to you, take this week, make some prayer.
I will read
Yeah,
the book.
make the prayer and ask God, if this is the truth, guide me to Islam.
Yeah,
Because I want you to embrace from your heart, not from
Yeah.
you know, just the surface level of understanding. You should have to feel it.
Take a picture of the QR code. Just share
But then again, also, sister, I need to inform you that, look, death is something inevitable in our life, death. It can visit us, it doesn't give you any warning. It can come to any time.
Yeah.
But we need to make that decision, so we cannot take too long.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we don't want it to be too lazy at the same time.
Yeah.
Because it's about our existential question, about our life and all things in our life. So I would say, sister, look it up, and I wish you all the best. Do you have any other question?
No. If you're here next week, I'll have a talk.
Does it make sense though?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Because a lot of people come to me from where my friend has said like she's changed.
Yeah.
And her niece is a Muslim.
Yes.
She converted and all that. And they've come to me and said, well, are you going to convert? And I said, well, I don't know. I haven't decided. So it's more than like my opinion.
So we say as a Muslim, if the God is the one who guides.
Yeah.
Is the God is the one who guides.
Yeah.
Even sometimes we find in the story of the Prophet, some of the family of the prophets didn't accept Islam. But look, faith is something that either it's not about your family. We find prophets' fathers, they disbeliever, right?
Yeah.
So faith is about rationalizing, understanding the message, and if that makes sense and you see the miracles and so many evidences there to accept it. Now if we reject after seeing all these evidences, then we should be ready for the consequence as well.
Yeah.
You see, sister?
Yeah.
So I wish you all the best. Look it up, like Islam is something very important here.
Okay. What's these ones?
These are other books, you can take a look. This is beautiful. So that book is A Journey Through Islamic Faith. So this is a very good book.
Okay.
It talks about the Islamic civilization and historical,
Okay.
So I can give it to you. This is a very good one. This actually talks about purpose of life here
Right.
and some other necessary information which is really
I will read it.
really interesting.
Okay.
Look after yourself. Thank you. You have a lovely day. Muslim recently, so that already created an interest on Islam. So since she believed in the concept of Allah and the concept of prophethood, all thing is remaining is she needs to feel it, and in order to feel it, and I asked her to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide her, so sometimes there is a connection required as well. It's not like a robotic process. Okay, I'm gonna just tick and that will happen. No. So I hope that Allah guide her to Islam, and since she is in touch with Muslims, so I hope she will be informed on a regular basis. But please make dua as we are end of the Ramadan, and since we are having a difficult times, especially our brothers and sisters in Palestine, so please make dua. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Same thing when we do in Ramadan. Something we do in same good deed what we do in Ramadan.